next speaker is from Switzerland. Hello, can you hear me?
Good morning, Sergey. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
No.
So tell us, can you present yourself and tell about yourself, about your topic?
Certainly. Let me just try and figure out the screen sharing. Is there someone else sharing the screen at the moment?
Yes, you can start. Yes.
Perfect.
I will represent you in Russian. Сейчас Конор расскажет о поддержке иностранных студентов в изучении возможностей обучения в Швейцарии. То есть Швейцария — это очень популярная страна, она достаточно дорогая, но в то же время многие студенты хотят учиться в Швейцарии. И следующий потом будет выступающий, тоже будет ЕГУ, Европейский гуманитарный университет. Вот много людей едет у нас тоже в Литву. Там много стипендий есть. Yes, the floor is yours. You can start your presentation.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Sergey. So I'll just we can see this. Introduce ourselves first off.
We can hardly hear your video, your audio from the video. So you can just tell us what's going on.
Yeah, no worries. So my name is Connor. I'm the Director of Global Enrollment at American University in Switzerland. And so we offer bachelor and master's education for students looking to go into the business functions of various industries. And we offer various specializations. So today I'm going to give you a bit of an insight into why you should consider coming to study in Switzerland, and also what we offer in terms of our programs and courses at AUS. It's a multicultural, diverse environment, and it gives students the opportunity to learn business education, a practical business education, to give them an insight into what it is like in the business world, to give them the knowledge, the skills, and the experience on how they can make their career within business. And so first off, it's important to understand Switzerland as a country, and maybe why you might be interested in studying in Switzerland. So as you can kind of see from the various pictures on the screen, Switzerland is a very diverse country. It offers diversity in its geography, and it offers diversity in its people. There's four sort of national languages in Switzerland. So you have French, German, Italian, and Romanish. Romanish isn't as well spoken as the other three, but the largest parts are German, French, and Italian. And so that means that students coming to study in Switzerland get a real diverse experience. You might be a fan of the outdoors and adventure, and so Switzerland really offers the opportunity for international students to come and explore the scenic routes in terms of the Alps, in terms of the adventure sports, but it also offers that diversity with high-class cities as well. So cities like Zurich, Geneva, Bern, and Lausanne have a real sort of multicultural feel to it, and give students the opportunity to grow an international network whilst they're studying. So it's not just about going to a place to study your degree, but also going to a place that you can immerse yourself culturally to gain a diversity in your education. Not only do you have Switzerland, but the rest of Europe is at your doorstep. So Switzerland, you have access to a number of cities across Europe, from cities in France, Paris, you have Germany, you have Italy, but you can also get to Amsterdam, Barcelona, and many other cities within a few hours. So Europe is really sort of at your doorstep. It's well connected, and the efficient transport links mean that you can move from Switzerland into other parts of Europe very freely. It's also a very safe place to live. Obviously, given current situation around the world, safety is a really important aspect at the moment, and Switzerland as a whole, the country is very safe to live in. And it's also known for its high quality education, which means that students are getting a quality experience, a diverse experience, and a really sort of international study abroad experience that they might be looking for from their degree. Switzerland is also ranked as one of the top study destinations throughout the world. And so it's ranked number 2 in Europe by studybyeducation.com, and it's ranked number 4 in the world as well. And so the number of international students in Switzerland is growing at a very fast rate, and the number of English speakers in Switzerland as well. So our programs are fully taught in English, and I'll go into a bit more about where we're based as well in a moment. But it means that you have the opportunity to still be able to integrate into local society, local culture, but you have a number of international students who are here as well for the same experience as you are. In terms of our location, so we're located in the French-speaking region of Switzerland. We're about an hour, just over an hour away from Geneva, which means it gives us access to local airports for students who are coming from abroad. Our campus is located with our accommodation close to all of the local amenities, and it also gives you the opportunity to access other parts of Switzerland. So we have the train station with a 5 minutes walk, and our opportunities for students around the local area give them the enhancement of a real enriched international experience, where you have the lake, you have the mountains. In Switzerland, you do have the seasons of winter and summer, so you really get an experience of some of the activities that you can do. Our particular campus, as you can see some of the photos here, so we have a campus that has around 10 interactive classrooms. We have a computer suite for students. We have a self-serve cafeteria as well, and we have library facilities online and offline for students to use, as well as an outdoor sports court and terrace lounge. So the environment that students are in, the location that they're in, means that they can really take sort of pride in their experience that they're getting whilst they're studying. They have a quality location for their education, but they also have a quality location in terms of gaining an experience, a diverse experience that gives them access to an international network of individuals. Particularly around our offer and what we give to our students. So firstly, it's a global education. So it's not just about studying abroad and being in another country, but the education that you get, the modules that you'll be learning, the insight that you'll be gaining around the business world is also taught in a global mindset. So you'll be able to understand business in an international environment, what it means to work in an international environment, how you can transcend those cultural barriers and that might be in place between different countries. And so it gives you the opportunity to understand and experience the global education that you are looking for. As well as that, you also have students in your class from other countries. So we have a large number of students from regions around Russia, and we also have a large number of students from other areas in the world, around Africa, the Middle East, and Europe as well. And so you'll really get a mix in your classroom. You have a real diverse experience that gives you the opportunity to learn from other people, learn about their cultures and how things may be done in their cultural backgrounds. It's industry relevant, so the curriculum has been designed for the students to gain the skills that they need in terms of the industry professionalisms, the industry insights, and to gain industry relevant practical application that they're going to be going into the real world. They know how their knowledge can transfer into that application. It's a personalized learning experience, so it gives our students the chance to get a guided experience, learn within a classroom. Our classroom sizes are maximum of 20 students, and so you get that individual time with the academic and the personal connection to help them understand how you best learn, how you best understand and digest the knowledge, but also they can help you in guiding you around opportunities that might be available for your future career plans. And finally, it's a practical education. So it's a practical experience. It's giving you an insight into the knowledge, the comprehension of that knowledge and how to analyze it, but also giving you the opportunity to put it into practice, real life case studies through various assessments, industry visits, industry speakers. And so it really gives you an insight into what it is like and how you can use that practical education. Our academic programs, as I mentioned, we offer a bachelor's and master level programs. And as you can see on the screen here, we offer a bachelor program. All of our programs are business administration, and then we offer specializations within each level as well. So for bachelor students, they can do business administration, or they can do business administration with fashion management or with luxury management. And our master's level students, they can do a master's of business administration, with aviation management, entrepreneurship, and luxury management as specializations. And so students can choose if they want to focus solely on the business education, or they can choose if they want to look at a specialization such as aviation management or fashion management or luxury management entrepreneurship. We have a really sort of exciting offer for students for some of our programs with our partnerships and collaborations. That means that students get a real enhanced experience whilst they're studying. You can see on the screen the breakdown of the bachelor's program. So it's a 3-year program. And so you can see across the 3 years, you'll do a variety of different modules. And so you'll have your foundation, your core business, your specialization modules. You can also choose different modules as well. So for example, the light blue color with the 4 specialization electives allows students to choose different modules that they might be interested in from other specializations. So you may be studying business administration, or you may be studying, say, luxury management, but you might be interested in learning a bit more about fashion, or vice versa, meaning you can undertake some of those modules to enhance your education and give it another dimension and have a bit more of a dynamic experience in the modules that you're studying. And the same at the master's level, you have your core and your specialization. And at the master's level, you have your capstone or internship, which means that students doing a master's program can undertake an internship, as well as undertaking a small research project around that internship, or they can solely focus on the research project that they're going to complete. And again, you can choose the specialization electives as well that you're looking for. So if you're studying entrepreneurship, but you have an interest in luxury management, you can pick and choose some of the modules that you may be interested in learning about from other specializations. A particular program of note at our master's level is our aviation program. And so what that means is that students studying our masters with specialization in aviation can also actually undertake an industry recognized diploma through IATA. And so through their specialization, they will take a range of certificate programs which add up to a student completing a diploma from IATA, recognized throughout the aviation industry. And in addition to both the bachelor's and the master's program, students can also benefit from a collaboration we have with eCornell, which is Cornell University's online learning unit, which offers students the opportunity to undertake and complete professional certificates in a range of areas. And so students who might be a bit more interested in learning how business analytics works, or how Python programming works, or maybe looking at fintech and blockchain, some of the new areas in business, they can look at these as part of their program as an additional value add. So it's more than just a degree, it's more than your degree education, but you're supplementing that with additional knowledge and insights from these professional certificates. And as I mentioned, Switzerland is a very diverse country, and you can see that by some of the activities that students undertake whilst they're studying with us. We have a range of activities that we organise for our students and that students organise amongst themselves. And so you can see during the summer months and the spring, it's a bit more different. We have cultural days to celebrate the diversity of our students and to showcase their different cultures, their different aspects of their countries. And we also do activities, bowling, etc., to get the students to integrate as a community, as one international community. And obviously Switzerland is well known for its winter sports. So you have skiing, snowboarding, sledging, and we make sure our students are integrated into these activities as well, and have the opportunity to undertake these whilst they're studying their program. A bit about our alumni to understand where they might go on to and what they might do. So our alumni have graduated, there's 88 different nationalities from our graduates, and 89% of our graduates are within employment or further study within a 6-month period of finishing their program. And so we have a large alumni network who are working across the world in various organizations, and they're doing various things in different roles. Some are working in business, some have used business to go into other sectors, and that's what we're looking to give our students, is the opportunity to understand what really works for them, what their passions are, how they can use their business education to forge the career that they're looking for. And so that's sort of the end of my presentation. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer. And if anyone would like any more information about the admission requirements, the fees, or any other questions, my email address is also on the screen as well. So feel free to contact me via email, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that people may have.
Thank you for the great presentation. I like it very much. So can you answer why Switzerland? Like, once for our students, one is asking, how much does it cost to study in Switzerland? How much money? How much? Yes, is it expensive?
So Switzerland is it has the sort of reputation as an expensive study destination. I'm sure it's not something new to everyone, and particularly with our institution. You know, we have our tuition fees, and so a student studying a bachelor's program, for example, it would cost 21,000 per year for their bachelor's program, for their tuition and shared accommodation, and for the master's program, it's 19,000 per year, again, tuition and shared accommodation. So they're the sort of study costs in terms of the program that students are studying. There are additional costs. Obviously, in Switzerland, it's mandatory for students to have health insurance, and so that may cost on a monthly basis between 100 to 130 francs, depending on the insurance that students take out. Food and expenses such as food may vary between sort of 500 to 700 a month, depending on a student's lifestyle and their consumption of food and what they eat. And then it's, you know, other expenses that students may have, personal expenses if they're going to travel. You can get access to travel cards with discounts on them. You can obviously, if you would take out a mobile phone whilst you're in Switzerland. So there are, you know, it is perceived as an expensive country, but I think that balances with the quality education and the experience that students get. So the fact that they can access Europe freely whilst they're studying and travel to other parts of Europe, the fact that they're in a country that has a really diverse environment and geography. You can travel from one part of Switzerland to another within an hour, and you're speaking from French to German. And so it's a real sort of diverse experience that they're going to get.
Okay, great, thank you. How realistic is it to get scholarship? Is it possible? How many students get scholarship, or full scholarship, part scholarship?
So in terms, we don't offer full scholarships at AUS. For our programs, the tuition prices that I mentioned before, we have included a scholarship for students at this time. And so what we've looked at is that, you know, studying abroad is still something that students want to do. And given the current situation, sometimes, you know, the economic situation at the moment isn't great for everyone. And so the tuition price that we are offering at the moment for international students at, say, for the bachelor's for 21,000 per year is inclusive of tuition and accommodation. So it offers a real value for the students when they're studying in Switzerland. Typically, tuition fees for Switzerland are actually 20,000 or more just for the tuition costs. And so it means that the package that the students can get at this time is a very valuable one for them to help in terms of the financial situation.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for having me.
Yes.
I wish you the best of the rest of the day.
Если хотите записаться на консультацию, серьезно намерены учиться в Швейцарии, записывайтесь на консультацию. Есть ссылка у нас в программе конференции. И там вы подробнее сможете получить всю информацию. Thank you. Bye.